Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Word Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank. To tip-off on your home for the Bobcats, KFJB-TV.
5A postseason basketball tonight on KFJB-TV. Great to have you tuned in tonight. I'm Brandon Lewis. It is the Des Moines North Polar Bears in the Roundhouse tonight to face off against your Marshalltown Bobcats. Happy Wednesday evening to you. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. So great to have you along here with our producer, Zach Tomish, Jesse DeMeyer on camera, as well as Keith Stewart. I'm Brandon Lewis. And, I know Dylan's alluded to it. I've been away. We had a baby girl, Phoebe, and very excited about that. And so happy to be back with you for postseason action tonight. We've got a good one for you, a rematch between these two teams that met back in December, and the Bobcats were able to come from behind in a game that they led for most of it, but Des Moines North came back late in that game. The Bobcats were able to close it out, though. Amira Johnson, Sydney Capeyu scored the last 3 points of that basketball game. Bobcats rolled out of Des Moines North with a victory. They'll match up here in the playoffs, and the winner of this game will go to face one of the toughest teams in the state of Iowa in Class 5A, the Johnston Dragons, awaiting them for a matchup Saturday at 7 o'clock. We'll break this game down and much more. We'll take a look around the state of Iowa and find out what's going on in 5A and postseason action tonight, plus our pregame chat with head coach Brian Murphy. This is the countdown to...
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the big thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Time to take a look around the conference and find out what else is going on in playoff action in 5A tonight. Des Moines Lincoln takes on Des Moines East. That one at Lincoln tonight. Also in action in 5A around the state, Waterloo East takes on Urbandale, as that game being played at Waterloo East. Dubuque Hempstead and Dubuque Senior, Sioux City North and Council Bluffs Jefferson. It's Cedar Rapids Kennedy taking on Waterloo West. That one in Kennedy. And Cedar Rapids Jefferson is at home hosting Davenport Central, Iowa City High, and Davenport West. So these are some of the play-in games before more action gets going on Saturday afternoon. In this part of the bracket in Class 5A, Region number 1 quarterfinal action tonight. Marshalltown and North. The winner of this one will take on Johnston Saturday at 7 o'clock. On the bottom side of the bracket, it's Sioux City West and Council Bluffs Lincoln. The winner of that game would play the following Tuesday. So anyway, plenty of playoff action coming up. We'll see if the Bobcats can get a win here tonight on their home floor. It's been a while since the Bobcats have won a playoff game, over 10 years. We'll see if they can do it against the Polar Bears. Coming up on the countdown to tip-off, we'll get our keys to the game. That is next. This is your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
You're locked into the countdown to tip-off here on KFJB-TV. Brandon Lewis with you as we break down tonight's matchup. It is time for our keys to the game. For the Marshalltown Bobcats, 6-15 on the season. The Bobcats, their key, really long shot. To have a shot, they need Frankie Long, to have a great game here tonight and make sure that she can do what she did last time. 14 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 6 points against Des Moines North. She is number 7 in 5A in 9 rebounds per game, as well as 2.5 blocks per game, 6th in 5A. So the Bobcats get going here tonight with the quarterfinal against the Des Moines North Polar Bears. For the Polar Bears, their key to victory, Arctic Blast. What do I mean by that? Well, they've got to have an Arctic Blast offense, because last time they played the Bobcats, they were 8 of 48 shooting from the floor, 8 of 10 free throw lane, and 3 of 24 from three-point land. They did have 14 steals, which helped get them back into that game, but really struggled early on. They were down 17-8 at halftime in that game, and they were outscored 13-6 early on. But in the fourth quarter, they were able to come back and take the lead until the Bobcats were able to close it out. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we will chat with head coach Brian Murphy. You're locked into the countdown to tip-off. This is Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Picture yourself at Marshalltown Community College. Become a Tiger for life. Visit ncc.iavalley.edu. Locations in both Marshalltown and Grinnell.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Scouts Scouts in Marshalltown go on fun adventures. Scouts learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn character building. Scouts learn citizenship. Scouts learn life skills. Scouts learn to be leaders. Scouts go to fun summer camps, and Scouts get a head start in life. Marshalltown has produced over 200 Eagle Scouts in our over 70-year history and have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community. To learn more about joining Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure on!
Welcome back into the Countdown to Tip-Off. It is our pregame chat with Coach Murphy, all brought to you by Exterior Plus Home Remodeling in Marshalltown. Coach, you head into postseason action tonight in Class 5A with an opponent you saw earlier this year, the Des Moines North Polar Bears, a 3-point victory in that one. Since that time, your team 1-9 in the last 10 games, but a common opponent, the Huskies, you both took them down. So coming into it second time around, what's your kind of feeling on scouting out north? Have they improved since you saw them all the way back in December?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think both teams look a lot different than we did back in December, and we've said over and over, I mean, this is essentially a new opponent. You know, it's hard to draw a lot. I think they were our third or fourth game where, you know, everybody's figuring things out, and they were young at that point as well. So, you know, we've got to approach this like we would any game where we need to be really relentless on offense and continue to keep our intensity up on defense.
Finding out that you have a first-round game at home always has to be a little bit of a boost, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's been quite a while since we've done it, and we're excited to hopefully have some success on our home floor.
Getting a postseason victory here tonight, I know it's been a while since that's happened for the Bobcat girls basketball program. What would that mean to the momentum that I know you've really tried to capitalize on this year?
Yeah, it would be huge, and I think, you know, the thing that I am really encouraged by is the hunger that our girls have to have that success and keep building. You know, I mean, it would be easy to look ahead in the bracket and say, okay, well, if this, then this. But, I mean, they want to go after a win tonight. They're really motivated to go out and compete, and that's something as a coach you really want to hear.
You know, one of their guards, top 10 in the state in steals per game. You know, this is a team that, statistically speaking, pretty comparable to what the Bobcats do. Maybe not as deep of a team as the Bobcats are heading into this one, but what do you think their strength is overall?
I mean, the two things with North over the years, number one, they seem to always have length. It's something that, you know, the girls graduate and they've got more length coming up. So that's something you've always got to be really aware of as a ball handler, where the passes you might sneak through against a shorter team are just not going to be there, where they've, you know, arms up, arms to the sides. You're going to have to really be smart about getting their arms going the wrong direction before you pass. So the length is one thing. Then three-point shooting is the other thing. Any team that shoots as many threes as they do becomes a very dangerous team if they get hot. So we know we've got to contest threes and not let them get comfortable where they see a couple go down and suddenly they start going on a run.
Yeah, because they were down by a good chunk in the first meeting back in December. They were able to storm back late, but it was Amara Johnson who kind of, the freshman, played hero in that one, and then Sydney Capeyu helped finish it off with a 2-point bucket. I'm sure you don't want to be cardiac cats here tonight, but the mix of ladies you have out there, being able to claw and fight and get back in a game like that when you had the lead. You had mentioned at that point in time that this is a team maybe didn't know how to play with a lead. Do you feel if you get up, that's going to be a key here tonight too, is hanging on to that lead against a North team?
Yeah, certainly that's a situation we hope to find ourselves in. And, you know, I've seen a lot of maturity from our team, but I think ultimately the thing that we have seen most is when we stay aggressive and relentless on offense, we look like a better team. And so regardless what the score is, we can't pull back, and we've got to make sure we keep attacking the rim and score, you know, like we're behind, just to keep that pressure on the other team.
Health-wise, how you doing?
We're going to be down Sydney Capeyu. She's been battling an ankle injury now, honestly, for most of the season, but it's gotten worse and worse. So she's not going to be able to go tonight, but other than that, we should have her full complement.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, that is Brian Murphy with our Exterior Plus Home Remodeling pregame chat. Coming up next, we'll check out the starting five for both squads. This is the Countdown to Tip-Off. You're watching KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
With over 10,000 cars at our disposal, Jensen Ford...
Hold on. That's not really how we do things at Jensen Ford.
How about, it's never been a better time to buy a brand new...
Yeah, we don't really do that either. When you're ready to buy a car, we'll be ready to help.
Try this. We'll get you in and out faster than a speeding.
We don't do that either. At Jensen Ford, we'll take as much time as you need to find the right vehicle. We're not just moving cars, but we're building relationships.
Oh, maybe more of a, this is where your family buys their vehicles.
There you go. More like that.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. Quality furniture for every room in your home. Pence Appliance and TV. For sales and service of everything appliance, come see the Pence team. Wayward Social. The place for bowling, games, food, and more. Wells Fargo Advisors. Marshalltown. Sports Plus. Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center. SportsPlusTherapy.com.
And we are underway in the Class 5A Region 1 quarterfinal between the Polar Bears and the Bobcats tonight. Great to have you tuned into our coverage here on KFJB-TV as the Polar Bears win the opening top tip, and they will go to work on the right side of your radio dial. Savannah Kuhl, normally wearing number 21, she's wearing number 23. A shot comes from the near side, and it skims off the iron. Bobcats with a rebound. Cindy Capello will bring it up over midcourt. Bounce pass up to Tanya Mora. Swing it around the perimeter, long. Now Bowie top of the key, over to Tanya Mora. Cross-court pass. Heitman dribbles to the top, hands off long. And now a turnover is forced. Billum steals it away. She'll take it all the way in. Lobs it over, but almost a travel turnover back to Tanya Mora. And a bounce pass up to Millie Heitman. And we're still scoreless in this one with a minute gone. Give and go to Heitman. Finishes off the two-point bucket to open up the scoring tonight inside the Roundhouse as the Bobcats are going to pick up a postseason victory here tonight, something they have not done in a long time. A three from the far side quarter, rims out, but a long rebound up high. Weinheimer brought it in for the Polar Bears. Heitman with a rebound off a miss, a shot by the Polar Bears. Heitman will push it up the far side across the Bobcats script. Drives in, and she'll be called with a charge. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups for the Des Moines North Polar Bears. Getting the starts, Mariah Van Ersvide. She is leading the team with nearly 15 points per game, 3.4 rebounds per game as you take a look there on KFJB-TV. On the other side of things for the Marshalltown Bobcats, getting the start tonight, as Coach alluded to, Tanya Mora in place of Cindy Capello. Ellie Hughes highlighted there, 4 points per game. Does it all, the junior for the Bobcats, and Long gets the rebound. As we are 2 minutes gone here in this opening quarter of play, 2-0 the score is the Bobcats with the lead. Starting lineups there, all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineups. Turnover Bobcats. Back to the Polar Bears in the black tops and bottoms. Green numbers outlined in pink. Almost a travel. Switching the pivot foot, it looked like there, but no call up high. As Malual turns it over. And Heitman with the basketball on the right wing. Gives to Bowie. Bowie looking to give it back to her. Picks up her dribble. Now back to Mora, top of the key. Cross-court pass. Hughes, extra dish to Bowie. Off the mark, on the backboard and off the backside. That will be back to the Polar Bears. Opening night of playoff action around the state of Iowa for the girls' side of things. Next week, the boys will open up postseason play. Weinheimer with the basketball. Picks up her dribble, not guarded right there across midcourt. Passes left wing. Now they work into the free throw stripe. Almost tossed away. Weinheimer with it back. Now swings it right wing. Three will come in. And that one is in and out. Long beat out for the rebound. Putback hits off the bottom of the backboard. As Kuhl was not able to get that shot to go from the right wing. Heitman attacks down to the baseline. Now back out high. More extra pass to Bowie. Drops it in. Heitman, good play, but strong on the shot. Long beat out for the rebound. Down low again. A clear out to Weinheimer, and the Polar Bears will push it up the near side. Drop it in, left block, but a little bit too high and out of bounds. It sails back to the Bobcats. Turnover on the Polar Bears as Amira Johnson will check in for the Bobcats here tonight. Amira Johnson, a pivotal free throw. Turnover, she forced it against the North Polar Bears back in the previous meeting, December 5th, as the Bobcats won that one 30-27 as the North and South met in an Iowa Alliance Conference battle earlier this season. Bobcats won the rebounding category in that one by a wide margin, 45-23. And they'll have to do that well here tonight to come out with a victory in this first opening game of 5A action in region number 1. Amira Johnson picks up her dribble, left wing, and actually she had not dribbled. Shot clock running out, 1 second on it. Bowie tosses it up, hits off the right side of the iron and the glass. Weinheimer gets the clear out. Polar Bears still looking for their first bucket of the night. Drop it inside, long guards. Now back out to the far side corner. That one's going to come up short. It's last touched off the fingertips of Weinheimer, and it is Bobcat basketball. As Amira Johnson will tie her shoes real quick. As the Bobcats will call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with Coach Murphy. Bobcats leading it 2-0, 3:39 first quarter from KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
Hi, I'm Amira Johnson, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
2-0 is our score. 3.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter of play. Kinsley Bowie over the timeline with the basketball. Drop it in. And going for Amira Johnson. Kuwal was the one that knocked that one out of bounds. Looks like the referee's having a quick conversation on a substitution or something, but they have sorted it out now. Amira Johnson bounce pass inbounds to Kinsley Bowie, down to Georgia Jansen as she's checked in. Back to Bowie, she lost it. Jansen gathers it back. Free throw line just inside of it. Turned around by Ellie Hughes. Kind of gave up on the play, unfortunately. And it's back to North. And they bring it up the far side, Weinheimer. And now a bump. Amira Johnson bumps Kuwal, and that will be a foul. Amira Johnson picks up her first foul of the night. 2-0 Bobcats. And a substitution here with 3:02 in the opening quarter. And a pick on the inbound play and an easy layup. Van Ersvide picks up her first bucket of the night. She averages nearly 15. And scores that one inside as she stole the inbound play. We're tied at 2 apiece. Amira Johnson trying to answer. Can't get her shot to go. Georgia Jansen has it ripped away from her. And Weinheimer hits the deck. We see a foul as well as hitting the deck is Kuwal. As they say, a foul's going to come in on the Bobcats. Georgia Jansen. That'll be her first of the night. Weinheimer over the midcourt stripe. The defense by the Bobcats almost poking that one away. .222 to go in the first quarter. 2-2 is our score. Inbound goes to Van Ersvide. And she's going to pour it in from the right wing. 5 points here in the opening quarter. It was nearly 4 minutes of this first quarter that we had nothing going on. A dish out to Georgia Jansen. Long three to answer back. Comes up an air ball. Johnson picks up the foul. Weinheimer will get the inbound play. Bobcats down by 3. Wall passes over to the far side. Just checking into the game. Aubrey Tejada for the Bobcats. Feed it in. Free throw line. Turnaround jumper is driving in. Shot was no good by Kual. Polar Bears retain the basketball. Out to left wing and a bump. Tejada. She keels over. It looks like she might have been hitting the neck on the drive. But a foul is going to come in on Aubrey Tejada. And she'll check out promptly as Tanya Mora comes back in. A drought for the Bobcats here as Weinheimer feeds it in quickly to the post. That's been their move, is to try to feed in, and also a kick out. This one can't go as it hits high off the backboard. We've seen that a few times by both squads here tonight. And now back to the Bobcats as Mora will inbound. Bounce pass into Bowie. Now back to Mora. She'll bring it over the Bobcat logo at midcourt. Drive in. Mora had the paint open. Thought maybe she would pull up, but she looked to kick out to the left wing. And now Bowie just throws it right away. Looking for long. But Kual just picked it off. And Kual gets it back from Weinheimer. Back to Weinheimer. Now they feed it free throw line and push from behind. It looks like Frankie Long's going to pick up the foul. She pushed. And Frankie Long with her first foul of the night. And the Bobcats trailing by 3. That is their 5th team foul here in the opening quarter. No team fouls on North here in this first quarter, as it is 5-2 the score. Gomar Billum is at the line for 2, 38% free throw shooter on the season. And the first one is off the front of the free throw line, or the rim. This one off the right side of the iron. So no go. Billum on each free throw, and now a turnover. Heitman. Billum picks her pocket, takes it all the way, and a foul on the arm. Think Georgia Jansen's going to pick up that one. That'll be her second of the night, and Billum will head back to the free throw stripe for 2 more. This one is good right there by Billum. 1 of 3 at the stripe so far tonight. 6-2 the score as the Polar Bears leading the Bobcats inside the Roundhouse tonight. And the second one is no good. Long went for the rebound there, out to Heitman. She'll be nearly trapped over midcourt, able to get it away to Tanya Mora. Heitman dribbling past a few Polar Bears, kicks it out. Tanya Mora, far side, dribbles in. No intent to score there. She kicked it right to Georgia Jansen. 5 seconds to go. Tanya Mora, extra pass. Heitman 3 before the end of the quarter. Missed a shot. Bowie got the basketball, couldn't put it back up and in. And the Bobcats trailing 6-2 with 8 minutes on the clock set to go in the second quarter. Bobcats down by 4 right now as we head to the second on KFJB-TV.
Equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
Hey Bobcats, this is Aubrey Tejada. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Bobcats in a hole, got an early bucket from Millie Heitman, but since then, nothing going on offensively for the Bobcats. As Gomar Billum put in a free throw, Mariah Vandersveen, she has 5 points in that first quarter, and the Bobcats in trouble early on here after finding themselves in late trouble against the Des Moines Polar Bears back in December as they ceded a 10-point lead late in the game. And the Polar Bears came back in that one. Polar Bears, though, since that time have kind of turned things around. They finished the regular season 7-13, 5-5 in Iowa Alliance South Conference play. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games, coming off a couple of wins against Perry and Hoover. Meanwhile, the Bobcats on the opposite end, they're only 1-9 in their last 10 games. So Bobcats looking to turn things around. Yeah, you're playing at home here tonight, but that can only get you so far in postseason play. And now a touch on the hand of the Bobcats in definite foul trouble early on here tonight. They'll pick up one not even 30 seconds into the second quarter. And that one a tip on the arm. That'll be on Frankie Long, her second foul of the night. As that will send Billum back to the line for, that is going to be Savannah Kual with 2 free throws, and the first one is up and good. Savannah Kual, a 50% free throw shooter, did not play in this matchup back in December. A 5'11 sophomore, 4.5 points per game is what she averages, and we have a lane violation. Kual knew she was going to miss that free throw and got in the lane before the ball hit that iron. And so it's to the Bobcats as Heitman is over the midcourt stripe. 5-point deficit for the Cats. Ellie Hughes free throw line, swings it to Heitman near side. Bobcats in their white tops and bottoms. Blue numbers. And Bobcat script, and a miscue right there. Tanya Mora just was looking for the next move before she caught the basketball from Heitman. Goes out of bounds, turnover on the Bobcats with 7:10, second quarter left here. Checking back into the game. Nurse Spidey. As Weinheimer catches the inbound pass, she'll bring it up court. There's a throw line now, far side corner. They've tried to execute that play a couple times. An errant three, no good from the far side corner. And now a tie-up jump ball position arrow is with the Polar Bears with 6:56 second quarter. And now the inbound pass is thrown away. Tanya Mora comes up with it and misses the layup. Tipped out. Polar Bears come away with it. Vandersveen has the basketball, gives it to Weinheimer. Good opportunity for the Bobcats, couldn't convert on it, and now Frankie Long's going to pick up her third foul of the night. Bobcats a little bit lazy with their defense here tonight. A lot of reaching going on. And Weinheimer is set to go to the line for two. Weinheimer, a 27% free throw shooter on the season. First one's up, and it's good. 8-2 the score. 6:41 in the second quarter. Off the back of the iron. And it looked like Weinheimer picked up a foul. She was trying to get the basketball from Kinsley Bowie. Bowie with the inbounds pass. Heitman Underhands to Georgia Jansen. Jansen loses it. Tries to get it back. Cannot do so. January Hudson had the basketball. Feeds it to the top of the key. 3 from Billum is no good. Off the mark to the left side. Polar Bears get it back, though. Put up a shot, and now Bobcats beat out again for the basketball. Weinheimer passes in. It's batted out of there by Georgia Jansen. 3 right wing. Off the back of the iron. Skimmed off another offensive rebound. 3 from straight on. This one buried at home to January Hudson. And a timeout's going to be called. Bobcats at a hole, 11-2, 5:53.
How can you help Marshalltown High School and enjoy a mouth-watering burger at the same time? By ordering the Bobcat Burger at Legends American Grill. 2 quarter-pound patties with crisp bacon strips, sauteed onions, and melted American cheddar, jack, and Swiss cheeses on top of fresh shredded lettuce on a toasted bun. It's absolutely delicious. $1 from every Bobcat Burger sold is donated by Legends to Marshalltown High School activities. So, enjoy Bobcat Burger and help ambitious. The Bobcat Burger, another exclusive from Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
To the score, Bobcats trailing as January Hudson just nailed a 3 from straight on. The Polar Bears have extended their lead out with 3 made free throws tonight. And so the Bobcats going to have to work their way back into this one. But unfortunately, Frankie Long with 3 fouls to her name really brings out that post presence for the Bobcats. And they desperately need that here tonight as they've been out-rebounded early on here. Tanya Morris steps in. Feed out to Bowie. Bowie drops it back into Jansen. Jansen trying to go underneath the hoop. Feeds it to Ellie Hughes. Has it poked away. Weinheimer coming in. Close quarters right there. Bobcats just not executing on the offensive side. Passes just off the mark. Jansen maybe will get credit for a block right there. A little bit of a piece of a shot by the Polar Bears. Tanya Moore over midcourt stripe. Approaching the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. Heitman dribbles down to the baseline. Turns around. Slings it out to Tanya Mora. It'll hit the deck, and it looks like we're going to have a kick on the Polar Bears as Skomar Billum will be the one who kicked that one, so it'll stay with the Bobcats. Amara Johnson's back into the game. Tom Mora will check out with 5:05 before halftime. Heitman out high to Amara Johnson. Fakes, drives in, floater in the paint, no good. Couldn't get that jump shot. Now a picked up pass. Ellie Hughes puts it back in for 2, and that's the first bucket of the second quarter. The Bobcats playing without Sydney Capeyu tonight. She averages 3 points per game without the 5'7" sophomore due to an ankle injury. A 3 to try to answer, can't get it. Heitman has a rebound go right to her. She'll bring it up court over the 10 line. Passes left wing to Bowie. Back out to Mary Johnson, top of the key. Try to penetrate inside on the zone defense. Lose the basketball. Georgia Jansen trying to be a disruptor back there. Polar Bears will keep it, though, as Weinheimer gathers it and quickly down court. 3, left wing. That one off the left side of the iron, no good. Georgia Jansen with a rebound, a handoff to Amara Johnson, who will speed ahead. Hesitates, drops it off for Heitman. She has it poked away. And now she'll throw it away. And Weinheimer will get the clear out. Maliwal was the one who came away with the basketball. Now the Bobcats will get it back as Van Ersvine, she loses it on the baseline. Aubrey Todd will check back in on the turnover. Kinsley Bowie will inbound. A little backcourt pressure going to be shown here for the Des Moines North Polar Bears. Both these teams have taken on Hoover, both of them with 17-point wins. Bobcats 51-34 over Hoover. And North defeated Hoover recently 47-30, but that not mattering a whole lot here tonight as Jansen on a baseline drive. Hands were up for Kual, but she's going to pick up the foul. And that will send Georgia Jansen to the line for 2 free throws. On the season for Georgia Jansen, 45% free throw shooter. And that one's going to hit the back of the iron off the front and no good. Second one is good by Georgia Jansen, and she has her first point of the night, 11-5. Bobcats still trailing. North has gone in a little bit of a drought since they hit that three-point bucket, and the Bobcats called a timeout. They have not made a shot since then. And on cue, they hit one from the left wing. A three is going to be good by Alua Kowal. Goes by Savannah Kowal. Her first field goal of the night. She has 4. Bobcats down by 9. Backdoor play. Tejada misses the easy jumper from the left block. Weinheimer gets the basketball back. Feeds it to Kowal. Now back to Weinheimer, right wing. Now back to Kowal. Now free throw line. Jansen pokes it away. Amara Johnson almost got the basketball. She is all over Billum. Nothing called right there. They'll work inside. Strong shot from Malual. The Bobcats get the basketball back with a rebound. 14-5. Heitman, a runner from the left block. Count that. Heitman, her second bucket of the night. She has 4. As we approach nearly 2 minutes to go in this first half. Almost a misdirected pass, but Malual brings it in, and she has her first bucket of the night. So Nikon Malual with her first bucket and makes it 16-7. And a good play right there for Billup. Count the bucket and a foul. And the foul will be the second of the night. No, that's number 1, Kinsley Bowie. There's the play right there as Bowie, just a slight touch on the right arm as Billup went up for that one. So the bucket was good, and the three-point play, she cannot off the back of the iron. Rebound Bobcats. Billum, a 38% free throw shooter. Overall, 51% as a team. And Amara Johnson a little out of control. The charge drawn by Weinheimer. Amara Johnson will pick up the foul. That will be number 3 on her tonight. And with just about 90 seconds to go in the second quarter, it's been all Polar Bears here tonight with an 11-point lead now. Just owning the Bobcats in the paint so far tonight. Billum, count the bucket again. And she'll go for the and one on back-to-back plays. Gomar Billum, 10 points, 6 rebounds in the previous matchup. And at 5'10", she's only a freshman. And you can tell they've worked on her post presence a lot this year. She adds on the free throw. And Billum now with 6 points. It's 21-7. 14-point lead for the North Polar Bears. In that zone defense, Bowie try to get the Bobcats back into this one. 3 is in and out. Ellie Hughes with a rebound. Tough play right there. Got the basketball, and she was by the Polar Bears. And the foul is going to come in on Weinheimer. And that will be number 2 on Weinheimer. 5'7" freshman picking that foul for the Polar Bears. This is a very young team. Van Ersvide is a senior. January Hudson, limited minutes. We've seen her tonight, a senior. But other than that, they've got a bunch of freshmen and a junior mixed in. They're kind of like the Bobcats in their situation with a lack of upperclassmen. So 1:17 second quarter, and a foul will come in on January Hudson right on cue. We mentioned her. The senior will pick up the foul. Bobcats still with the basketball with 1:17 to go before halftime. There's a disparity in fouls. Bobcats had, I believe, 6 fouls in that first quarter. with 5 here in this second quarter as well. I don't believe the Polar Bears had a single foul in that first quarter. Might have had one, but. Bowie right high post. Drops it off. Ellie Hughes, runner's no good. Rebound brought in by Kuwal. And we're under a minute to go before halftime. Winner of this game goes to take on number 1 Johnston in 5A on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Hughes knocks it away. Bobcats come up away with it as Heitman comes up the near side into the front court. An errant pass over to Tejada, picked off. January gets it up court to Vandersvide, and now they'll throw it away. The Polar Bears turn it over. Shot clock is off. Final 22 seconds to go in the first half. Tejada, around the perimeter they go. Heitman puts up a shot, and Bobcats will not get a point before halftime. That'll do it. 21-7 is our halftime score. Bobcats struggled early on here tonight, and they have committed quite a few fouls here tonight in this first half of action. As Frankie Long and Amara Johnson both playing with 3. Bobcats down big at halftime, 21-7 on KFJB-TV.
My furnace from 1990 is kind of like my husband. Doesn't perform very well, but I'd rather fix it than replace it.
Like you, Honest Heating and Cooling would rather repair your furnace or AC. We take the time to diagnose the issue and do everything possible to restore it before recommending a new one. Repair, restore. That's Honest. Serving Marshalltown and around. Honest Heating and Cooling. Your Amana dealer. America's brand for comfort. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Picture yourself at Marshalltown Community College. Become a Tiger for life. Visit ncc.iavalley.edu. Locations in both Marshalltown and Grinnell.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
KFJB-TV presents the Bobcat Halftime Report.
21-7 at halftime. Bobcats really struggling here tonight, and foul trouble did not help them out in that first half. 4 points for Millie Heitman, 2 points for Ellie Hughes, 1 for Georgia Jansen. That's it scoring-wise for the Bobcats. In that first half, Mariah Vandersvide, 5 points. Early on, she had 5 points all in the first quarter, and that was it. Gomar Billum, they really started to work with her inside the paint. Drew a couple of fouls inside as well with some and ones. In the second, she has 6 at the break. Savannah Kual with 4, 3 for January Hudson, 2 for Nikon Malawal. And Haley Weinheimer, she's done a nice job to run the point. She only has 1 point to her name. So it's 21-7 at halftime, as we'll take a look at scores around state of Iowa as playoff action starting up in Class 5A. We'll do that next when we come back. This is halftime coverage from inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, it turns out relaxation is overrated, and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, power through partnership. Boy Scouts of America, Adventure On. Edward Jones, Zach Wall, your financial advisor in Marshalltown. Embers Retirement Community, independent living for active seniors. Honest Heating and Cooling, let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7.
We're at halftime as the Bobcats trailing 21-7 up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Let's take a little round and see what's going on in Class 5A postseason action tonight. Dubuque Hempstead is currently leading Dubuque Senior 22-17. Right now, Des Moines Lincoln is up on Des Moines East 24-13. Cedar Rapids Kennedy 21-6. They're leading Waterloo West as we speak. And so far, no other score updates around the state of Iowa. Looking for a score update on Waterloo East and Urbandale tonight. Is that another game we're keeping our eye on here tonight? That is a scoreboard update. Again, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations in Ames State Center and in West Des Moines. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. (21-7) at halftime. Bobcats in a big hole here tonight. Winner of this game will advance in postseason action in 5A Region 1. This is the quarterfinal game here tonight. Winner takes on Johnston. On the bottom side of the bracket, it's Sioux City West and Council Bluffs Lincoln. Those two teams will match up against the winner of this one in Johnston on Tuesday night of next week. Well, I know Dylan alluded to it a little bit last week, and I was gone. As we had the birth of my daughter, Phoebe Lee Lewis, and excited to welcome her to the world on January 31st. And it's been a real big blessing, and my wife and I truly happy to welcome her in. So, been a lot of fun. Good to be back with you here tonight, looking for the Bobcats to rebound and hopefully get a victory here tonight and come back in the second half. We'll take a timeout. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
There's a city within a city not far from here. The city includes a beautiful apartment building with indoor parking, a chapel, a movie theater, a swimming pool, exercise and recreational facilities, putting greens, and more. The city isn't really a city, but it is a wonderful place to live, make friends, and live your best life. It's the Embers retirement community in Marshalltown. The Embers provide security, independence, and companionship. Beautiful grounds outside and lovely studio, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments inside. See it for yourself. The Embers in Marshalltown.
Hey Bobcat fans, it's Ellie Hughes, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
At halftime, Bobcats trailing by 14 points to the Polar Bears up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Adjustments for the second half, it's really simple. Quit fouling and rebound the basketball. I mentioned in our keys to the game, long shot. Bobcats had to get Frankie Long involved in the paint and get a good amount of rebounds out of her in the previous matchup. And these teams met back on December 5th. She had 14 rebounds. She's been on the sideline a little bit too much. She's playing with 3 fouls. So in some foul trouble, as well as Samara Johnson with 3. So definitely have to play cleaner defense and rebound the basketball. North just cleaned it up offensively on the boards in that first half. So they can do that in the second half. They can work themselves back into this game. They've also got to handle the pressure that the Polar Bears have put on a little bit here tonight as well. Second half will come to you next right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to marshalltown.org.
Bobcats with the basketball to start the second half. Bowie misses a long shot, but Long with the rebound. And just on cue, as we mentioned, our adjustments for the second half. She puts in her first bucket of the night, 21-9, as we are underway third quarter. And a steal. And Heitman's going to bring it up near side, right in front of Coach Murphy. Dribbles to the baseline, kicks it out, Bowie. Now back up to the top of the key and around the perimeter the Bobcats go. Back to Heitman now. And a throwaway. Looking for Ellie Hughes right there. They could not connect on the same page. Weinheimer, right wing, over to the top of the key. Now they come near side. 3. And that one's going to hit off the left side of the iron, but another offensive rebound. It's going to be brought in off the Manuel miss. And back to the top of the key is Kual. Gathered it in, now feed it back out. Now Kual has it, far side corner, 3. Knocks that one down. Kual, 20% three-point shooter coming into this one. And now Kual with 7 points in the game. 24-9, 6.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Heitman, a leader on the left block, is off the mark. Outlet to Weinheimer. Travel right there. Move the pivot foot. Kual. Back to the Bobcats. January Hudson's going to check back into the game. Checking out is Gomar Billum. Bowie over this midcourt stripe. Will give and go from Hughes and throws it away looking for Long. This young Polar Bear squad is tall and lanky. And they can reach those arms out there and cut off those passing lanes pretty easily. A drive is out of control, losing it. Kual and back to the Bobcats. Haven't seen a ton of urgency out of the Bobcats as head coach Brian Murphy clapping on and encouraging his girls basketball team to get it going. Heitman to Hughes. Hughes bounce pass. And a scoop and score by Bowie. Misses it. Bounces out. Left wing three is way off the mark. Tanya Mora sails that one out of bounds on the three from the left wing. And with 5:13, third quarter, 24-9 the score. Bobcats see the Polar Bears back with the basketball. Long shot from Weinheimer. The three is no good. It's out of bounds. It'll be with the Polar Bears. Weinheimer, we've not seen her take too many shots tonight, but right there, that three just off the mark. Black and green basketball. Hudson, far side. Open for the three. Puts it off the back of the iron. Weinheimer skies for the rebound. Polar Bears get it back. Now Bowie pokes it away. She gathers it back in, but she'll have it taken away by Weinheimer. One step forward, two steps back for Bobcats tonight, it seems. Turnover. Benner's Fighty travel with the basketball on the far sideline. And it'll be Bobcat basketball with 4.5 minutes to go. Bowie with the basketball. Bounce pass over to Long, near side corner. Going to drop it in somewhere, but nothing happening in the paint against the zone defense played by the Polar Bears. Amira Johnson dribbles right wing. Now swing it back opposite left wing. Bowie, three, skims off the iron. Tall rebound and a foul. Oh no, a travel's going to be called. Amira Johnson getting in the mix for the rebound. Trying to beat out Malual. And as Malual came down, she traveled with it. The official set underneath the hoop. And as they say, that was the right call. Long with the basketball. Over to Mara Johnson. Drives to the free throw line. Kicks it to Long. Out of bounds on the Bobcats. Turnover. Just under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Polar Bear basketball. Well, not how the Bobcats had envisioned this one going here tonight. They've got their work cut out for them, as they have really struggled against the length and size of the Polar Bears tonight. Kual driving in there to the left block. She draws a foul. 2 free throws to come her way. So Savannah Kual at the line. She is 1 for 2 at the stripe. Off the glass high. So Kual makes the first free throw. Second free throw, a lane violation again. Kual again. I believe that's the second time she's done that. I can't remember. I think it was, it was her the last time that happened, Kual. I didn't think it was Billum, but. So Kual hits 1 out of their 2 free throws and extends the lead now 25-9 up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Bowie looking inside for Ellie Hughes, but the lane was not there. Give and go. That one's poked away. Polar Bears were reading that play. Heitman gets it out, forces a quick shot baseline. No good. Amara Johnson hits the deck trying to grab the basketball. Finally gathers it back in. At a Heitman, and they'll run the offense. And Bowie, lazy pass right there, just picked right off. And up court quickly to Billum, and she's going to be fouled. That'll be second foul of the third quarter on the Bobcats with 3:06 to go. That'll be number 4 on Amira Johnson tonight. Aubrey Tejada checks in and replaces her. Inbound pass goes up high to Kual. referee, I don't think, grazed the iron. And a foul's going to be called on Malual. Thought it looked like he called a foul right there, but no, just off of Malual out of bounds. So no foul called, and it's Bobcat basketball with under 3 minutes to go. Georgia Jansen drops it in to Tejada. And Tejada reaches around, throws it away, but it's bouncing back to her. Tries to throw it away again, but luckily favorable bounce for the Bobcats. Georgia Jansen, left wing, drives to the baseline. Turns around, nothing there. Bounce pass to Bowie, he's poked away. Tejada gathers it back in. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Shot skims off the iron. Georgia Jansen with a rebound. Over to Bowie. Bowie's shot does not draw iron, and a rebound underneath by Malual. And Jansen pokes the basketball out of bounds. It'll stay with the black and green of the North Polar Bears. 2:14, third quarter. Bobcats down on Marshalltown High-B scoreboard.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every previous generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family for generations. We want to be there for your first car. We want to be there for your family SUV. And we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
Hey Bobcat Nation, my name is Frankie Long and you are watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
2:14 to go in the third quarter, not in the basketball game. Bobcats still have another 10 minutes to go inside the Roundhouse, but things not looking good right now. 25-9 in the quarterfinal of 5A Region 1 tonight. Let's get a scoreboard updates, all brought to you by Central State Bank. And at halftime, 24-13, Lincoln leading East. Last update we got for you there. Cedar Rapids Kennedy is currently leading Waterloo West at halftime, 37-25. And Dubuque Hempstead is up on Dubuque Senior, 32-23. Those are the only scores as of now. Back inside the Roundhouse, Bobcats inside. And shot does not go, and a foul's going to come in offensively. And the foul is going to be on Tejada, her first foul of the night. Or excuse me, no, they did rule that was on the Polar Bears, so that is going to be on Malual. Bobcat basketball on the right side. Georgia Jansen up high against a 2-3 zone defense. They've been cutting in the paint, turnaround, flailing that one at the hoop. Does not draw iron. And luckily, the Polar Bears trying to go for the rebound, just lost it out of bounds on their own. Substitution here as Georgia Jansen Millie Heitman will check out. Tanya Mora is into the game. Now by 16, needing plenty of buckets in a row here for the Bobcats. Bowie catch and shoot off the inbound. That one is going to be errant. I think it touched off the glass but did not draw iron. And North with the clear out to Weinheimer. The Bobcats coming in 1-9 in their last 10 games, and unfortunately kind of showing here tonight. Not the momentum they need. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Polar Bears on a 2-game winning streak. They're 4-1 in their last 5. Bobcats in the front courts. Jansen loses it. Gathers it back in, dribbles top of the key. Bounce pass over to Hughes. She's kind of bumped out of there. Over to Bowie, back door to Hughes. She looks like she's hit on the left arm as she went up for the layup. And a couple of free throws come the way to Ellie Hughes, a 56% free throw shooter on the season. Hughes, 6 points, 8 rebounds in the previous matchup between these two teams. Bobcats are 9-5 against Des Moines North since 2006, but at risk of going to 9-7 since that time frame. Hughes misses the first free throw and misses the second one. Georgia Jansen with a rebound And promptly fouled is Hughes. Foul's going to come in on Nikon Malual, her second of the night. And a timeout's going to be called on the floor. 52 seconds to go, third quarter on KFJB-TV.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Hey Bobcat fans, I'm Georgia Danson and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
25-9 with 52 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bobcats down big at home here tonight as Ellie Hughes just at the free throw line couldn't get free throws to go. The Bobcats have the basketball as the timeout was called on the floor just before the fourth quarter here. Bobcats coming into this one 6-15 on the season. 3 of those wins on their home floor, looking for the fourth. Georgia Jansen, a tie-up. Possession arrow is with the Polar Bears. Bobcats looking for a little bit of momentum. They'll need a stop here to head to the fourth quarter inside the Roundhouse. Tanya Mora trying to give that momentum. A steal. Takes it in, and the shot won't go, but a foul's going to come in on January Hudson. Hudson with her second foul of the night. Tanya Mora at the line. 50% free throw shooter on the season. 1.5 points per game she averages for the Bobcat ladies. And the first one off the front of the iron, no good for Tanya Mora. Mora, a 5'1" senior. And the second free throw is good for Mora. 15-point game. And the Polar Bears will turn it over. Vandersfani just dribbles the length of the floor, only to have it off of her shoe. And the final 25 seconds of the third quarter belong to the Bobcats. Bowie controlling it over the midcourt stripe. Tejada left wing and a Trout double dribble. 8.5 seconds to go third quarter. Needed a bucket right there. Tough to go into the fourth quarter trailing by 15 or more. Vandersfani delivers a shot off the back of the backboard, and that's how we go to the fourth. 25-10. Bobcats only scored 3 in that third quarter and a big hole on KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey Bobcat Nation, this is Kinsley Bowie. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
15-point game as we go to the fourth quarter on KFJB-TV. Back inside the Roundhouse, Brandon Lewis with you. Thanks for joining us tonight on KFJB-TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and get upcoming game alerts and show alerts like Bobcat Live, which will be tomorrow night. Dylan Dose will be hosting inside Rosie's at Wayward Social. Quick scoreboard update. No changes as of yet. Dubuque Hempstead still leading Dubuque Senior. Lincoln is on top of East 24-13 and Cedar Rapids Kennedy leading Waterloo West. Those are the latest score updates as of right now. A 2-point bucket by Kinsley Bowie, her first bucket of the game for the Bobcats to open up the fourth quarter. It's 25-12. But answering right back is Malual with 2. She has 4 in the game for the Polar Bears. And it's back to a 15-point game. Long inside, hook shot is no good. Bowie tries to save it. It's off of the Bobcats. Back to the Polar Bears. We're only a minute gone under the fourth quarter. Well, our research looking earlier today, Bobcats, to my knowledge, kind of tough on Varsity Bound, not the most detail-oriented website in the world. Looked like possibly 2011 was the last time the Bobcats ladies had won a postseason game. So it's been quite some time. And hosting in the first round of Class 5A Region 1 quarterfinal here tonight. Bobcats were looking to kind of reverse the past and try to get a postseason victory here tonight. Producer Zach informing me he graduated in 2011. What was the number one song in 2011, Zach? He has no idea. Huh? Crank That Soldier Boy. I don't know if that's on anyone's bingo card here tonight. 29-12 now after the made free throws for the Polar Bears. So Billum put in those 2 free throws. Bobcats can't answer. Back to the Polar Bears with 6.5 minutes. Anders Spidey, left wing, picks it up. Drops it free throw line. Billum drives down. Good play by Ellie Hughes. And back to the Bobcats. Bowie. Up court. Looking around. Out of Heitman. Bobcats going to need some shots here. Only with 6 minutes left in the basketball game. Down by 17. And that's not going to do it right there. Jansen just turn around and can't stave off the pressure. That's one thing that this season has really hampered the Bobcats. When that pressure gets in there. Hughes with a nice block shot, though, defensively. Defense hasn't really been a question much of the season. Just been that offense. Get it down there. Can't convert on shots. But Georgia Jansen, good hustle play. Gets the Hughes miss. Feeds it out to Bowie, and now Bowie's going to be fouled. And there's that block shot by Ellie Hughes. All right, so we've got confirmation from multiple sources. Rolling in the deep by, I say Adele, but I know that's Iowa. Adele, the singer. Actually, quick fact, my stepson Deegan, his former girlfriend, Adele. Not that Adele. A different one. 17-point game. I prefer Adele, Iowa, over Adele. Just a preference. Leaner Heitman, no good. And ripping it away. Banner's fighting. Oh, are we looking up more 2011 facts, Zach? Polar Bears into the front court with 5 minutes to go. And we're going to get a turnover travel on the Polar Bears. So we are 5 minutes to go in this one. Bobcats in danger of dropping to 6-16 on the season. Baby steps for a team that has a lot of sophomore and freshmen on it. did not win a conference game a year ago, and this year went 2-10 in conference play. And Georgia Jansen with a steal now. She'll go the other way. Feeds it off of Mara Johnson, hesitates, free throw line, backs it out. I was going to mention, though, a lot of teams, though, unfortunately, this year and previous years, chalking up 2 losses automatically when you take on a tough Mason City team. We'll see how they do in postseason play this season. Polar Bears knock a pass out of bounds. It will stay with the Bobcats. Baseline right side. Tejada gets involved. It's a 2. And her first bucket of the game for Tejada. 29-14. Baseline jumpers off the right side of the iron. Ellie Hughes with a rebound. Good job by her. After Van Ersvide missed the shot, Amaro Johnson will attack the other way. Down to the right block. She's cut off. Back to Tejada. Bounce pass inside. Heitman just awkwardly tosses that one up. Hughes got the miss. Her putback, she's fouled. Shot does not go, but 2 free throws come the way for Ellie Hughes. It's number 2 tonight on Savannah Kuwal. Hughes will roll in. Her first free throw. She has 3 points in the game tonight. 1 of 3 at the stripe now on the evening. Second one is off the back of the iron. And North beats out the Bobcats for the rebound. Nearly 3.5 minutes to go in this one tonight. Coming up after the game, we'll talk to head coach Brian Murphy in our locker room report. All brought to you, of course, by Wells Fargo Advisors. Inside, Billum for 2. And she has 10 to her name tonight, leading scorer for the Polar Bears. Hughes, right wing, holds the ball up high, drives, now kicks it back out to Bowie. Mara Johnson running out of time. 5 on the shot clock. Has it poked away. Bowie gathers it back in. And the shot comes off the front of the iron. 3 of the Bobcats were already walking back. I think they thought there was a shot clock violation. And a timeout's going to be called on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. Ball was deflected out of bounds. It'll remain with the Polar Bears when we come back. 31-15 on KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Hey Bobcat Nation, I'm Millie Heitman. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Well, our crack research staff, which is me, found that it was 2011 that I believe the last time the Bobcat ladies have won a postseason game. Our camera guy, Jesse, was 8 back in 2011. My stepson, Deegan, which we've already referenced, he was born in 2011. So it's been a while, and we were hoping for a postseason victory here tonight, but not looking that way as Bobcats are down 31-15. 2:45 to go in the basketball game. Polar Bears with a basketball out of the Coach Murphy timeout. And Billum gets right inside against Hughes, and an immediate foul will be called. And she leaned in right there. As a foul comes in on Ellie Hughes, her first of the night. And Billum is at the free throw stripe for the 6th time tonight, and she makes that one. Her 10th free throw of the night. And it's good. She is 6 of 10 at the stripe. Here's Billum to go along with those 12 points. Inside Bowie, jumper, no good. Hughes with a rebound, but dribbles it off of a Polar Bear foot. Might have been almost a kick right there, but not called. Bowie rips it away, but the Polar Bears gather back in with Weinheimer. 3 near side. Maliwall is off the mark. Back of the iron, it hits. Bowie with a rebound. And she'll bring it up court with 2 minutes to go. Just steal right there. Heitman loses it. Good defensive play by the Polar Bears. Weinheimer speeds ahead. Now a 3 from straight on. No good right there. And Polar Bears just out hustling the Cats here in the fourth quarter. Good play by Kuwald to get the rebound. Feeds it. Now a drive. Van Ersvide. And a foul's going to be called on Ellie Hughes. Van Ersvide hit the deck. She's going to be helped up. One of the younger fans comes over and gives her a hug. How about that from the fans? It is Valentine's Day after all. First free throw by Van Ersvide is good. Look at that. And her Spidey. Everyone's feeling the love tonight. Now she's down there, helping her out with the free throw. See, they're on the left edge of the screen there. I love that, the enthusiasm. Free throw is no good by Van Ersvide. He splits him at the line, makes it 34-15. Bowie, left block. Has her shot blocked, but gathers it back in. Tanya Mora, pressure in her face, pivoting. Cross-court pass, sails into the bench. And that'll be a turnover on the Bobcats. As super hustle, Tia Gallegos is checked in for the Bobcats. Always love seeing her come to the game. The 5'2 senior. Definitely full of energy when she checks in. Good to see her get some minutes late here tonight for the senior. We approach a minute to go inside the Roundhouse as the student section, nice turnout by them here tonight. They cheer on as Harper Wilson gets up and gets ready to check back in. Tia Gallegos knocks that one away. There we go. Talk about the energy right away. Bowie swipes. Van Ersvide not able to get it. Timeout on the floor. 34-15 with 49 seconds to go in this one as we have a substitution as Harper Wilson will check into the game for the Bobcats. So Gallegos, Wilson, Bowie, Mora, Tejada, some seniors getting their final seconds of their career out there tonight. Tejada left wing 3 is on the way. It skims off the iron, no good. And bringing it in is Weinheimer. So the Polar Bears, they win here tonight, but your consolation prize is going to go to Johnston and take on the number 1 5A team, who's undefeated, 21-0, and a top 25 team in girls high school basketball in the nation. So that will be a tough test, to say the least. Tia Gallegos gets it inside. They reverse it back out. Bowie. Bounce pass. Mora. 3, right wing. Off the back of the iron, no good. Weinheimer gathers it back in. And that most likely will do it here tonight. 34-15 will be our final score as the Bobcats fall tonight on their home floor. They host a postseason match, but unable to get the victory in 5A Region 1 quarterfinal with a loss at the hands of the Polar Bears from Des Moines North, 34-15. Bobcats end the season 6-16. Polar Bears improved to 8-13, and like I mentioned, they'll advance in Region 1 of 5A. They take on the Johnston Dragons Saturday at 7 p.m. And the bottom side of the bracket, Sioux City West and Council Bluffs Lincoln, they will take on Johnston the following Tuesday. 34-15 our final. We head to the locker room report coming up next right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse. Ribeyes and sirloins, aged, hand-cut, and served with your choice of 2 of Legends' legendary sides and a dinner roll. If you are a prime rib fan, Legends has prime rib every Friday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m. With 3 sides to choose from, it's chef-seasoned and slow-cooked to tender, juicy perfection. Try Legends prime rib, and you'll know why it's Marshalltown's favorite. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
12 points for Gomar Billum, and she leads the Des Moines North Polar Bears to a victory tonight, 34-15 over the Marshalltown Bobcats in the first round of 5A Region 1 here tonight inside the Roundhouse. I'm Randall Lewis. Welcome into the Locker Room Report, all brought to you by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown. Leading score for the Bobcats here tonight, not a whole lot. Millie Heitman with 4 points. All of those came in the first half. Aubrey Tejada, Kinsley Bowie with 2, 1 for Tanya Mora, and 3 for Georgia Jansen, and 3 points as well for Ellie Hughes. Frankie Long did have a 2-point bucket in the third quarter tonight, but just not a whole lot going on. 8 points for Savannah Kual, 12, like I mentioned, for Gomar Billum for the North Polar Bears. 3 points for January Hudson. Nikon Malual with 4 points, 1 for Haley Weinheimer, and Mariah Van Ersvadi, she finishes with 6 for the Des Moines North Polar Bears. So that's our final stat line here tonight as the Bobcats fall to 6-16. Polar Bears improve to 8-13 and move on in the 5A playoffs here tonight with a victory inside the Roundhouse. Bobcats are now 9-6 against North since 2006, and the Bobcats still have not won a postseason game since, at least our records show, 2011. The last time being a postseason victory for the Bobcats. We'll check out scores, see how other teams are doing in postseason action around the state, plus our postgame chat with head coach Brian Murphy coming up right here on the Locker Room Report on KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
There's a city within a city not far from here. The city includes a beautiful apartment building with indoor parking, a chapel, a movie theater, a swimming pool, exercise and recreational facilities, putting greens, and more. The city isn't really a city, but it is a wonderful place to live. Make friends and live your best life. It's the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The Embers provides security, independence, and companionship. Beautiful grounds outside and lovely studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments inside. See it for yourself. The Embers in Marshalltown.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Jensen Ford, with you every mile along the way. Legends American Grill, Marshalltown Steakhouse. Lennox Employees Credit Union, lennoxecu.com. Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown, more than ever. Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
Back inside the Roundhouse, up on Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Again, the Bobcats fall 34-15, our final score. Let's get a scoreboard update, find out what else is going on around the state. All brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations in Ames, State Center, and in West Des Moines. Well, 1 quarter left to go in Waterloo East tonight. And Waterloo East currently trailing the Urbandale Jayhawks 44-42 as of right now. So, kind of interesting with that one going on. Also, Indianola in 4A action is leading Des Moines Hoover 61-19. The score there here tonight. And last updates we had for you around the state of Iowa. Cedar Rapids Jefferson takes down Davenport Central here tonight. Also, Kennedy is still up on Waterloo West. Des Moines Lincoln leading Des Moines East. And Dubuque Hempstead leading Dubuque Seniors. So those are the latest scores that we have for you here tonight around the state of Iowa. Try to get head coach Brian Murphy when we come back. You're locked into the Locker Room Report. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social.
KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Back inside the Roundhouse on a Wednesday night. Unfortunate loss here tonight for the Bobcats. 34-15 is the final score in girls basketball in the first round of playoffs in 5A. Our next broadcast is coming up on Friday night with boys basketball. It's the end of the regular season for the boys basketball team as they host the Southeast Polk Rams inside the Roundhouse. Tip-off right around 7:45 coming up on Friday night. We also know the following game for the boys will be on Monday night. They'll have to turn right around and play the same team at Southeast Polk on Monday night. Tip-off from that one will be at 7 o'clock in the first round of 4A playoffs. So looking forward to that one on Monday night. We'll see how they fare this Friday night, though. Also, Bobcat Live coming up tomorrow night at 6 o'clock from Rosie's at Wayward Social. We'll take a quick timeout, and it looks like Coach Murphy just about out here. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV. Welcome back into the Roundhouse, our postgame channel brought to you by Laurel Diesel Services, your locally owned qualified diesel mechanics. Now joined by head coach Brian Murphy for the girls basketball team. Coach, team fell 34-15, the final score here tonight. I know the effort has really been there all season long, but boy, this is a North team that has grown a lot since it seems like we saw them all the way back in December 5th. Their length is what I really noticed here tonight. Did you feel like that was the tough part of it, trying to work that ball into the paint? It seemed like they were kind of cutting off some of those passing lanes.
Yeah, no, certainly their length gave us a lot of issues. I thought it took us a really long time to get to a point where I thought we were settled, where, whether it was their length or just kind of our general focus on offense, it just took us a while to adjust, and it felt like we dug ourselves a hole and then spent most of the game trying to dig back out. So certainly, they're a formidable opponent, but some of those bunnies early knocked those down, and suddenly it's a different game.
Sydney could pay you. I know she didn't average a whole lot this year. I know she was in and out sometimes, but in certain games, and even you look back to the first meeting against these two teams, sometimes it always felt like, she maybe not be filling up the stat line, but she knocks down a pivotal shot at a pivotal time. Did you feel like that was kind of a missing piece here tonight to like you kind of mentioned, kind of settle in offensively, get one of those made buckets?
Yeah, for sure. We have a number of players on our team that we often refer to as our stabilizers, and I mean Sydney's absolutely one of those where when she gets the ball in her hands, the offense seems to kind of settle, right? And we need people to be in that position where when the ball gets in their hands, the next play is deliberate. And you could see a lot of times tonight we were rushing, and it didn't feel like we were letting the offense flow. We were trying to force things that weren't there. And so, certainly having her out, changes things. But, it's kind of the state of the game is, it's kind of that next step mentality, and got to have people step up. And we've had people do so in previous games, and we just didn't do so consistently tonight, I thought.
You feel like early foul trouble also disrupted the game? I mean, Frankie Long had 3 fouls early on, and Amara Johnson did too.
Yep. No, I mean, certainly I don't know exactly how many minutes she played, but it could have been much more than 10 because, I mean, she was in foul trouble most of the night. And, I mean, to North's credit, they were doing a pretty good job of ISOing her. Frankie's really good at the rim. She's still working on, defending in space. They got her off balance a couple times, and that's something she'll have to keep working on as she gets a little bit older. But, certainly taking her out of the rotation, both her impact, but then also shortening up the rotation where, she barely plays in the second quarter. You could see, some of our other players starting to wear down a little bit, trying to fill her minutes in.
It's good to see Tia Gallegos and a few other seniors get the floor late in this one. I'm sure those minutes will mean something to them as they go throughout the rest of their life.
Yeah, and we said it in the locker room, basketball is a really long season. Seniors do not have to come out. It is tempting to sit back and, take the winter off. So, I mean, it sounds, trite and something that we just say, but I mean, the amount of time, effort, energy they've put in, we're talking in the locker room like Tanya, Aubrey. I mean, these are kids that have been coming to open gyms now for 5 years in the summer. So, I mean, the amount of time that they've invested is something that we really appreciate as we continue to try to build the foundation of the program.
And a lot of pieces to that foundation, sophomores and freshmen coming back for you next year. What did this season mean to you? Because last year you didn't get a conference win, got a couple conference victories this year. Win total was better than last year, that kind of thing. But not only that side of things, there was forward momentum. I mean, one of the top rebounding teams in the state going to be coming back, that kind of things. I mean, it seems like very bright future, but what did this season kind of mean for you?
Yeah, as a coach, you want success to build off of, and I think we had that combination of success to build off of, but also some frustrating games that we want back. And it felt like last year we really only had 1 or 2, right? Where we talked a lot about South Tama, that first game last year, as being one of the ones we dropped. This year we felt like we had a number of games that we really wanted that one back. Where Newton is one of those. Roosevelt really the first time was one of those, and those are the games, the experiences I hope that drive us forward, where wins kind of keep you enjoying it, but those losses sometimes drive you in the off season about here are the things we have to do to keep growing the program forward. And I thought we had hopefully the right balance to find that success and enjoyment while also pushing us forward.
Well, we appreciate your support of what we do all season long and spending time with us. It means a lot, and keep it up, all right?
And we appreciate what you guys do. So thank you.
Thank you. That's head coach Brian Murphy, our post-game chat, all brought to you by Laurel Diesel Services. We'll wrap things up from inside the Roundhouse next, right here on KFJB-TV.
When Mike Overton moved to Laurel, Iowa, he had a vision to have a diesel repair shop that would support his growing family and passion for working on diesel engines. Being part of the East Marshall community means ensuring that farmers, truck drivers, and businesses run smoothly. With a large building and state-of-the-art equipment, Laurel Diesel Services is always up for a challenge. When your farm trucks, semis, or other diesel equipment requires maintenance or the occasional repair, take it to Laurel Diesel Services.
It's Adventure On for Marshalltown Scouting. Adventures like backpacking, ziplining, rock climbing, canoeing, swimming, and more. Survival skills for a Scout's greatest adventure, life. Scouts give back to the community. Marshalltown Scouts have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community in our 70-plus year history. Scout leaders are highly trained in Screen. Parents are a huge part of Scouting, too. Scouting provides unique opportunities available nowhere else. To learn more about Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure On.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
One final time, we are back inside the Roundhouse. Again, that final score 34-15 as the Bobcats fall at the hands of the Des Moines North Polar Bears. They take on Johnston coming up Saturday at 7 o'clock. Thanks so much to all the Bobcat girls basketball fans and joining us all season long. We still have boys basketball to finish out the season. Thanks so much to our crew tonight, our producer Zach Tomish on site, as well as camera work Keith Stewart and Jesse DeMeyer. I'm Brandon Lewis. We'll talk to you Friday night back inside the Roundhouse as the Bobcats take on the Southeast Polk Rams to wrap up the boys basketball season. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.